stand on that team though. Like
Which one?
13. Let's take him 13.
Oh, man.
Right, like 6th man of the year, leading scorer, defensive player of the year.
I want to say Novak had the highest 3-point percentage.
Yeah. Just count double check.
Beat the Heat in the season series.
Absolutely.
So
we had and I do believe Woody should have been coach of the year that year. Like, I talked about you coming back from China and something, you were sharper, like something clicked. And I think you hit on it earlier, but what clicked for you? What changed when you came back from China?
That perspective of like, understanding, for one, spacing, being a man, having to carry a quote unquote team. Like, granted, it was in China, and some people may not get the credibility of it, but people don't really understand how hard that shit is. Yeah. So I can only imagine NBA culturally, but I can only imagine from an NBA franchise, and and especially at the crib, like over there, you got to carry it, but I don't speak the language. Mm-hmm. I know they really passionate about it, but I don't really have to hear about it. Like over here, shit on your feed, it's on TV, your parents, your family, everybody calling you about this shit. So I'm able to understand, but I'm able to understand it from a basketball perspective of how to get to my bag, like what my bag is. How do I get to the free throw line? How do I make an impact on the game to where I can use a certain person down the line, using teammates and shit like that, and figure out who got it and who don't got it. So when I got, like, honestly, and then when we got J Kidd, changed my whole perspective on the game, on how easy it is, and he broke it down, how easy it is to score 18, 20 points a game, especially for me and what I did.
And also how to play alongside somebody. For me, that's what I think J Kidd helped you with as well.
Yeah, for sure. And at the time, another situation, I felt like I should have been starting, but I was able to accept it differently because I knew what I brought to the team and how it could work coming off the bench. Like, that was the first time I felt like, with the pieces we got, if I come off the bench, we could really make this shit work. And that's why I fought it. I'm not gonna lie, I fought it for like 2 days because Woody told me and what's one thing I respect about Woody, because Woody knew going into that season, I was preparing to be the starter of the team, and I was in the gym with Edon every day. Like, I was literally how Mike Tyson was talking about. Like, I was like a chained dog, bro. If you pulled that collar off and we was in the gym, somebody's ass was getting tore up. Yeah, and that's just what I was on, and that's just it. It didn't matter who it was. And when that shit, the first day, he's like, listen, sat me down before practice, everything. Look, I know you're going to be mad. I know you're not going to like it. I know you're going to be frustrated. But I need you to come off the bench. You're going to win 6th man of the year. You're going to get paid. Right. I said, Woody, this is some fucking bullshit, dog. You told me that I would be the starter. He's like, listen, this is going to be the best situation for the team. Look at the guys we got. Look at the makeup. I was like, all right. Walked out the office like, man, fuck this shit. I'm done. Like, I don't need.
That nigga left. Stormed out. Nigga left.
I was hot.
I don't think people looked at you as an off the bench player.
He stormed out, Chad.
He was a 6th starter.
Nigga like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but you don't get the credibility for that shit, bro.
Where you going, Chad? Fuck this shit.
For me, like, nah, for real. Like,
that's how he was. Man, fuck this shit, man. I'm out of here.
And a lot of people say they don't want credibility. It's not that you want credibility. You just don't want to be underappreciated.
You want to be appreciated for what you bring to the
100%. Game. Yeah. And for me, what I feel like I brought to these teams and that I was on, especially with him, it's just like at every nook and turn, I just felt like I was being underappreciated to a standpoint to where, like, it's almost like you trying to blatantly disrespect me. It's like calling me a bitch without having the balls to call me a bitch.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's why, again, I appreciate Woody, because he came up and straight told me, like, look, this is what's going to happen. Every time else, everybody else was just like, we can do it whatever we want to. Like,
you would find out until it's game time.
And everybody else would get communication. I'm just sitting here like that. Nah, bro, you ain't about to do this to me. Like, this thing. And they be mad when I have an attitude or I walk act a certain type of way, he'd be like, nah, switch. Man, fuck that.
Well, do you think it's a double-edged sword though, because of your playing style and how electric you are as a scorer, that coaches pretty thought, we could put him anywhere and he's going to be productive.
No,
I'm gonna answer that for you. No, because everybody knew what they was getting with him. Yep. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna try to change JR. It's like, no, if you getting him, you know what you getting.
Right.
And at the time, I was the only one that appreciated that style of his game. And I knew you can't box him in. I used to tell Woody, don't box him in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Melo, man, you telling me what the fuck to do? Nah, coach. I'm just telling you, don't box that. Don't box that man in.
Yeah.
All right, man. So you just want me to let him out here doing whatever the fuck he want to do? Nah, coach. All right, JR, go give me 25 today. Like that's how he was though, and I think that helped JR of somebody in the leadership role appreciating him so he can receive your switch. Let me holler at you. Mm-hmm. Man to man, I got you, but we're gonna make this move. And I want you to, you're not gonna like the move, but I want to sit down with you first before anything. Because once I sit down with you, now I can address the whole team about the changes that we're about to make.
Yeah.
Right. And niggas gonna be mad.
100%.
Of course.
But it's different when you don't have to when you can play freely and not and have the confidence of the person that you playing for, opposed to when you got to play in spite of basketball. Like a lot of most of my Denver days is I play in spite of basketball. I would get benched some days or try to get to throw me in the last 2 minutes to kind of drop your average so you don't got to get paid a certain type shit. And I go out there and get a quick 9 or 10 points off of 3 catch and shoots, and he'd be looking there mad as a motherfucker. And it's I know I can do what I do just in spite of you. I would go out there and try to windmill and do all the crazy ass dunks. I know this dude hated that shit. Yeah. Shoot as far as I could, and that should be cash. I'd be in practice, fucking up the drill, shooting the deep ass threes. They playing shell, cash and shit. It's just I'm gonna play in spite of. You want to be an asshole to me, I'm gonna be an asshole to you. So to be able to finally have that with Woody in New York, for real, that shit was the best shit ever, bro.
Oh man, that open communication where it's
I can sit here and tell you what's going. Not only what's going on in the game, but what's going on in my life. You really give a fuck.
People underestimate that part of it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. When I tell you, I still got a relationship with Woody to this day. He'll call me. Yo, how your family doing? Yo, you want to go play golf? I'll be in the Hamptons. We gonna go play. Da, da, da. All right, bet. We got a great relationship. It's only real talk. One other coach and that's T. Lou that I got that relationship with. I played 16 years in the league.
During those New York years, and when you're big in New York, it's one thing to just be a big New York player, but to for lack of a better term, take a bite out the apple, you got to be one with the people. And y'all definitely were one with the people 100%. Outside of New York City, everybody.
That was by design, though.
The whole squad, yeah.
I used to tell, I'm not making it seem like I was the big homie, but we the same. But we men now. But I'm saying at that point in time, we was together. Summertime, moving around the way I was moving at that point in time, he right along with me, moving the way that I'm moving. So he's seeing it, how we are in the streets and how we moving around in the streets and how we entrenched into the streets.
Yeah.
And not saying no bullshit, but we was entrenched into the actual streets. We was heavily connected, but fuck the nightlife.
Yeah.
We was heavily connected to the streets. So anything that happened, it was coming back on us. And for him to have to be, he was around, he experienced that, he saw that, oh shit, man, these niggas, damn, he that, and this how he carrying it with somebody else? Oh no, this nigga's everywhere. This nigga in carry-outs, nigga, bodegas, niggas walking around at night word, if that's how we moving, and that's how we moving. And then once we got to New York, we felt like this was our city already. He was coming back home, I'm here home, this is our city, so we ain't shying away from this. And I think the way that we spoke about New York gave Shump that mentality of, yo, you can't be out here like that. This is New York. It's nah, Shump, we moving.
Right.
And over the years, he became that.
Yeah.
You saw saying this nigga. Not some everywhere. Not over here, son. Not over here, Chad.
We don't bring your ass back over here.
We different now.
You talking about you in the Bronx?
Yeah, like we thinking differently. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Like that's
the Bronx.
that was like the whole of why I switched. It was outside like that. He always been outside. I ain't nothing new.
Man, when I heard something's in my stomping grounds and around my parts, I was like, "Shump, if you don't bring your ass back over here, bro, what is you doing? What is you doing? Now you're just too comfortable."
Yeah, you took too much information.
You
ain't say connect the dots like that, champ.
What's some of them like I won't say nights because you said fuck the nightlife, but some of them hangout sessions that you remember that really. He was like, yeah, man, we was really running, like that was one of those times.
It was one of those years. It was that year when we decided to like, yo, you know what? We got to stand for something. Like, this is New York. We got to come up with that. I mean, the NicksTape. Like, that's when we came up with the NicksTape because it was like, yo, look at us. We walking outside in Sacramento to Roof Chris. It's 12 of us.
Man.
It's 12 of us walking to Roof Chris. Yo, you know what, man? Ain't no other team moving like this. Ain't no other team outside. And we represent New York. We got to come up with some type of mixtape. We got to show somebody. We got to show this type of shit.
I was the fan favorite.
And we had
team,
creative.
Man.
We had creative niggas with us. BD, alongside us. Shump was a very creative guy. So it's like, yo, man, we just mobbing. And that's how NicksTape came up. The mixtape. Niggas like, what NicksTape? Word, NicksTape. Oh shit, stat.
That shit.
Oh shit, stat, NicksTape. We running with that. And that's how NicksTape started.